There was a time when I asked my sales and marketing teams to stop all activities. It's not that we had hundreds of the project in hand, but just 16 projects wreak havoc in our technical team. And team leader approached me to stop bringing new projects. Anyone in the business knows that bringing in new clients takes time, effort, and money, and we all wish to have as many as possible. But just because of the poor execution process, we had to stop everything. You see, business is essentially three things. Number one, lead generation. Number two, lead conversion. Number three, lead fulfillment. While I was still looking for the ways to increase lead generation and conversion, we had to stop because our backend team needed to deliver faster as we were receiving new projects back to back. That's awakened me, and I shifted my focus to efficient project execution. It's not that we didn't have the processes to execute the project, but it was not optimized. In general, this is how you see a project execution, and we were not different at that time. Number one, new project entered in CRM and handed over to project head. Number two, project head understand the project and assemble the required team around it. Number three, project execution started. Number four, the first draft was shared with the customers. Number five, get the change list and make all the changes. Number six, deliver a project. It seems pretty straight and effective, but sadly, it was not. In general, it seems clients are guilty of their slow responses, poor design sense, and not providing inputs or approvals. And the tech and design team will tell you all sort of stories about the clients and their lethargic attitude. Still, if you take a deep look, you will find the gaps within your own system. In our case, the ball was being dropped between the sales and technical department. The sales team filled in all information in the CRM, and the technical team relied solely on the information. The poor briefing and handshaking was not only delaying the project but also causing complaints. Therefore, number one thing to look for in the business is smooth transaction from sales to technical with complete scope understanding. Few companies keep their technical person in sales meeting, which is fine, but do remember that sales and tech are two different departments and both won't be on the same page most of the time, which may give a negative impression to your client. The second point that I found was to start on the project without having a deep discussion with the client. It is not that tech team is not capable enough to understand the scope, but it is all about having a tuning with the customer. Your customer will feel heard and understood when your tech team speaks to them at the beginning of the project. We noticed a 72% improvement in project delivery and positive client testimonials. The third thing is project updates. If any of you use Amazon to place your orders, they are amazing. They always let you know where your package is and when it will arrive. Now, this gives a mental peace seeing the parcel reaching you step by step, and you will indeed receive it by set day and time. We used to have many phone calls from the client to get updates on their project. Most clients needed a better experience while getting timely project delivery from the tech team. I discussed this with the project head, and we decided to build a tool that keeps updating clients without involving anybody. And with a few days, our clients started getting daily updates on their projects through email, WhatsApp, and SMS. Yes, we really ensured they receive it. 2 plus 2 equals to 4. That's easy. But deciding whether you should take a white color t shirt or off white is complex, especially when you are with the wife or girlfriend. Don't worry, we are still on the subject. In most tech projects where we need to work on the back end or the software development, that is easy for us, but where we design the UI, UX, presentation, or website, etc., I tell you, it is one hell of the task. We have a good history of designing for the businesses, and we still get stopped, guided, corrected, and do multiple revisions. You see, design is subjective and must be done with the client, not independently. What we changed was the process of how the design approvals were taken. We built seven style based on the most liked designs in the past. Those were then segregated into industry wise, and in the first meeting we showcased them to the client and took their opinion. Then based on their opinion we built a minor 4 to 5 page theme with client's content, logo and color theme, and once he approves that we hand it over to the team for mass production of the slides or pages. This way, we eliminated the chances of rejection of design later, which cost us money in terms of lost man hours and client dissatisfaction. What appears as FTR, first time right, is a process based activity which increases the chances of delivery in a single go. The final thing I noticed was in the revisions. You see, we humans are majorly emotional emotionally driven and not process driven. It was standard for the client to start sharing the feedback as and when he saw the first, second, or third draft, and the tech team start making those changes. This was a never ending process as there seems no limit to it. For that, we did a small change. We changed the condition in the quotation level where we added the number of the revisions, and once those modifications were finished, customers were asked to pay. This changed the whole picture and the result were very interesting. We figured out whether you had given them 1 or 10 rounds of the changes, customers were consuming all the rounds and giving their approval only in the last round. Logic? Well, they know they have to pay for the next revision. Here is the new process look like after making the changes. Number 1, new project entered in CRM and handed over to project head. Number 2, the sales team and project head now discuss the scope. Number 3, the project head understand the project and assemble the team around it. Number 4, the project head schedule a meeting with the customer for 30 minutes and hear him patiently. Number 5, project execution started. Number 6, a theme is first developed on the feedback from the first meeting. Number 7, the first draft is shared with the customer. Number 8, get the change list and make all changes as per the round available. And number 9, deliver a project on the time with a happy client testimony. The good thing about this new project execution process is that it is highly effective, and now we regularly handle 20 to 25 projects on an average without any complaint or issues. You might have different product or services and different execution processes, but with this example you can see how going beyond and standard procedure and critically evaluating the real problem is essential to almost double your delivery rates. I hope you enjoyed the video and took out something that you can use in your business, and I'll see you in next one.